and arriving back into Giant's Earth, where we will find out whether or not that leafling that we dropped nearby is here, but unfortunately, it is not. Hopefully Ochi could find where it is, or at least if we could find where it is in the first place. I don't really know exactly where we're going to go, and I didn't even realize that, well, we had a bridge right there. Okay, at least it's like right over here. It makes it really easy. I also don't know why I decided to bring out like 30 purple Pikmin. I guess it's just because they're probably one of my favorite Pikmins. I also find it interesting how they were originally supposed to be in Pikmin 1, but it just ended up being scrapped or something like that. I still don't really know why that's the case, but it's just fairly interesting to me. Does anybody also have those little facts that like might have been in maybe like Pikmin 1 or Pikmin 2 or other games? Because learning things about that are just fascinating to me. Now entering the ultimate testing range. I have a feeling, just from what it looked like on the outside, or rather, what looked like in a preview, there might be man-of-arms back in here. I feel really bad for fighting these things, but at the same time, one of these might actually have a treasure that we need. Probably not a castaway. That would be kind of interesting if that would be the case. And oh, thank goodness there's going to be another way around here. Well, if you don't want to poison the little dudes, I just wanted to see what would happen if we just... I wanted to know if these winged Pikmin could actually carry these without having issues, but of course we just have to take care of the little dudes, unfortunately, but it is what it is. I really love how the little white Pikmin sound. They sound so cute. They sound so tiny in this game. Of course, previously they did as well, but not as much as this. And ooh, there's some winged Pikmin. So I am hoping that all of the Pikmin could get an onion in this game, because unlike the previous games, that wasn't the case. And I also have to wonder if the bulbous, I don't know why all of a sudden I forgot what the names are, considering they're the ones that I kept saying the wrong names of. But I wonder if Bulbin are also going to be in this game or not, and if so, how to go to work in this game. And this little dude, I didn't even realize he was here, just causing issues for our poor Pikmin. So I was just looking up above, I was like, what is actually happening over here? Also the fact that Ochi was just automatically going after the castaway means this is the last treasure for this floor. So, hey, that's really nice. Oh, okay, so I wonder if we could just use like winged Pikmin to get this done. Of course we can't. At least none of our Pikmin were actually in danger. I really like to seeing the winged Pikmin at work. Hopefully they didn't just go the long way around though. There's so many Pikmin just waiting. Like, why didn't the winged Pikmin just go over this way? Like, you would think they would. Same with all the other Pikmin. But sometimes Pikmin AI just push level. Now to sub-level 2, and we are only 20%, which means it's probably at least 4 levels. Okay, thankfully it didn't just try to use its low pipe there, otherwise it could have probably just launched our Pikmin off out of existence, not into existence. Or maybe into existence for all we know. Oh, okay, we almost fell off there, that would have been a travesty. Now at least we have a bunch of winged Pikmin that we can just gather those around. And also the fact that Ochi could pluck with us is just adorable. I love the addition to Ochi in this game. So what are your opinions on him, guys? Because that crash or bang before this dude causes us any issues, and whew, that was one down. It's pretty powerful Pikmin. Now they're all over there, at least. We can just call them over here, which makes us a lot quicker, but also tells us how much Pikmin we actually have, so we should probably keep some of these blue Pikmin. Because we don't know if there's gonna be any, like, enemies like this that are going to be over here, but we also don't know how much treasure we have as well. Dang right, you're gonna look at me and my Pikmin and just get destroyed like that. Thank you very much. I like how all the Pikmin are really just going after them. We know they didn't really need to do that. Okay, so now it's just to find the switch, which I have a feeling is probably going to be this way. This is definitely not going to be the switch, but the fact it was there just makes me really want to go to it. And we're not going to run off on a Pikmin quite yet. Woohoo! Explosives! Be free, my little dudes! Be free! But there's also a blowhog there, which I don't really like this little dude too, which don't really want to get our Pikmin to be eaten, so we're gonna take care of this first, and hope that the blowhog isn't going to blow all the Pikmin away. That... wow, okay, it actually has fire in this game. That was not expected. But it was also a very welcoming addition to this game, though. I'm glad that winged Pikmin is like, okay, I got you, we're going over here. Thankfully we have enough winged Pikmin to just get up there. Not that it's necessary, because they'd probably just go up this way if there wasn't any winged Pikmin. It would also make it a little bit longer, so this should be the last bit of treasure that we actually need. Ochi, would you please do the honors of telling us? Thank you, Ochi. Unfortunately, we need some more winged Pikmin for over there, but we have like 45 of them, which is freaking crazy. Just the amount of Pikmin that you can get from just simply just going into flowers and stuff like that. Okay, why did you have to go all the way there? I made you go up there. Oh, I love how Ochi just waits patiently, just kind of lays down. He's probably like trying to stare at us, but sometimes very cute. And that was all the treasure to there. And speaking of like water enemies, we got this dude, although in this game I think it really just doesn't bubbles. Just like that, I really love how this enemy just works. Like, it doesn't really want to attack any of our Pikmin, at least as far as I'm aware of. Thankfully that Pikmin did not just get launched off the edge. That would be very unfortunate. This thing is lucky we're on the other side of it. Otherwise, it could have just gotten destroyed. Ooh. Now that's a big blowhog. And that dude's also on the other side, so it's making it at least a little bit more tricky. But that's probably why we got this here. And let's hope that this thing isn't going to be watching fire at us. That would be very scary. And I forget that we also have like 100 Pikmin with us. Just the amount of onions that we got still makes me wonder what like that last onion is going to give us. It's probably not going to be giving us like 110 Pikmin if I have to guess. That is so fun to watch, just watching the Pikmin just do their work. But also on topic of like flowers and stuff like that, one thing that I didn't notice until I was actually, I think, grinding either ice Pikmin or another type of Pikmin in the main hub of this game, is that the pellet posies actually change colors depending on what colors of Pikmin are out if they have an onion. I just think that little detail is actually really nice because it makes it easier than having to wait until like a certain color that you're looking for is there. And thankfully it didn't just run into this platform before it left, otherwise we would have just fallen into the abyss and that would have been very sad. Now we have to leave little Mr. Ochi, and okay, looks like if we go through there, our winged Pikmin will just get destroyed, and that's not what we want. And unfortunately we can't even leave Ochi, so we're just gonna do this instead. I also like how the castaway is just like right there. Get wrecked, little dude. Get wrecked. And thankfully none of our Pikmin just got right off the edge. That would have been a travesty. Even though it wouldn't have been that much of a travesty. And these guys also seem like they're a lot easier to take care of than they were in the previous game. Don't know if that's actually the case or not, but at least we can now get on the other side. That dude is really determined to just get across. Like, you go, little blue Pikmin. Yeah, I was sending Ochi back to base. For some reason, he is just trying to go another way completely. Don't really know why that's the case. Like, maybe he got stuck? Well, okay, whew. Thankfully, we made it there. And I don't know why the other Pikmin were just idle over there. I don't know really what they were doing. But it seems like this area is really quick to take care of. And I just about used Ochi to get over to the cave, even though I know it's on the other side. Now we have a partially built bridge. I was hoping that we would be able to actually do that. Nintendo just knows this place so well, you know they're well tied to cheese here if they had the option to be able to do so. Now we're just going to take care of this thing because, well, it was just kind of there. And it's easy to destroy, and who knows, maybe it'll have treasure. Which it didn't, unfortunately, but at the same time, it still has something. Oh, that thing just got destroyed. I know it's probably because of Ochi, but at the same time, it's like, oh, goodness. Powerful little boy. Okay, I'm glad that right there didn't just have... Oh, hey, it did have an enemy. I was wondering if it was going to have the... I don't remember what they're called. The beetle larvae or something like that. You can get away from my Pikmin. Apparently we're just going after the switch right now, and not the actual enemy that is currently sucking up all our Pikmin. And now is destroyed. I have a feeling this problem... No, that still didn't have a treasure. That's really surprising, but now we're going to have to switch this back again. Because we hit that. Oh, okay. I don't know what you guys... Oh, I see. You're just going that way. Okay, that makes sense. I'll let them do their thing before we go over here, because it'd be ideal to actually have... Well, okay, you go, Ochi. I was gonna say, it would be ideal to have more of our Pikmin with us. But then these guys, of course, are sucking up all their Pikmin, so now they're just going to get destroyed before, ideally, our Pikmin are going to get congested, because I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen if we don't take care of them. Plus, we also get material from them, at least from the looks of it we do. I think it's okay to just spare some of our winged Pikmin over here, because I don't know if there's going to be more water, especially if there is going to be, like, matted legs or matted arms. I really find it funny how it's called matted legs, but as a kid I always read it as matted arms. Don't really know why that's the case, but hey, the bridge is built, even though I'm pretty sure we've wiped out the whole area now. Aside from the last treasure. It's right in the corner over here. Okay, definitely not going to switch. And I like how a bunch of our Pikmin just kind of got lost there because they went into the escalator. Okay, good, they are doing their thing. And now we're just getting currently shoved. I really like, but also kind of dislike the fact that some of these treasures are just completely hidden and you need Ochi to find. So you would think, I guess it's similar to some of the ones for like Pikmin 2 with the white Pikmin. But at the same time, I don't know if we need Ochi for those ones, or if we could just throw our Pikmin randomly to another one. Because one of the previous caves that we had, that was the reason why we didn't complete it. Now I think we're on for final sub-level, which we are, and okay. There he is, although it's probably going to be a little bit more tricky considering, well, we don't really have anywhere to hide, but I'm assuming that's why we have this right here, so we can just easily go forward. I don't know why you just wink Pikmin. Okay, wait, you? Please do not destroy that right now, my friend. We want that. Why do you keep insisting on going on the other side of the wall, my viewers? Oh, I really like how it looks in this game, though. It actually has like a little pipe there, but hopefully it's not going to be nearly as scary as it is in Pikmin. I like how it's like wall demolished, even though it's because of this dude right here. Now come back to me, little guys. At least we know that they will survive, like the walls will survive for a while, but it's also the reason why I'm going back and forth like this. And it wasn't nearly as scary as the one in Pikmin 2, which makes sense because it seems like they nerfed a bit, but unfortunately we lost 2 of our little Pikmin. So, a moment of silence for the little buddies. Now we're going to grab this GameCube controller. Man, I love GameCube. That's actually the one platform that I grew up with, and this dude wasn't actually a Leafling. That's a surprise. Vonda, home of Inoue. Ooh, and she's an opera singer. That's really cool. I also like how in this game, like, even though it kind of changes the way like Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2 were, it still connects all of it as we're just getting shoved. Despite being like, hey, we know who Olimar is, but also, no, things like that. We're like, yeah, there's an opera singer. I love it. I love how it connects the games. But also, common question of the day. What was the console that you guys grew up with? Because I'm sure a lot of you probably grew up with like Nintendo 64 or NES, and I'm sure there's also a lot of people who grew up in my era, which started with like the GameCube, and just like the end of the Nintendo 64 onto GameCube, but also Game Boy, and Wii. So I get a lot of consoles that are here. This wall is really hard to destroy. I just want to get the material from it. So there we go. I didn't even get material from it. Like, bruh. Also, I'm glad that we realized before that this wouldn't block it completely. It also makes sense because our head's also sticking out. Back to the surface we go. Investigation complete. 100%. I'm so glad that I picked up that treasure radar. Otherwise, we probably would have missed at least a little bit of them. I'm glad that we don't need to bring that little leafling back to the ship as well. Now we're just going to explore here a little bit because, well, sorry to teach. Okay, maybe it is more dangerous. I'm glad that I just spammed yes to get these, otherwise we would have missed in here. Which probably wouldn't have been such a bad idea because, full bear. I love how we could just blow them up, though. Oh, wait, we have to fire. I don't know where the last fireplace would be, though, because it would be a lot quicker to be able to get them there. So everybody back with me so we can find a fire. I love our giant Wallywog friends. Now I'm getting slightly distracted because I saw this right over here, which probably has something that we want. Not, well, actually sort of. We got that fireplace there. It's just good to find, well, purposes like this. So it makes things a lot quicker. I also like how to just kind of stay behind, do enter things. Thank you guys for ignoring us. They kept this little material right there. I guess we'll just get them to collect it because, well, it's still going to be pretty far away. But also, don't know why I didn't notice that we had this fireplace right here. I don't know where that little Pikmin was going, but hey, we got a tomato, and all of this will just be in the way. I wonder how many pine cones we can actually grab though, so it looks like we might be able to grab a bunch of them. Let's find out. Oh, we can! Now we have 2! And now we have a beetle, of course, if they're going after the wrong thing though. Okay, phew, thankfully none of our Pikmin just got burnt there. So don't know exactly... Oh, no, they have treasures! Oh, I love that little dude. It's just like, yo, I'll just grab this. Good job, OG. Good job, baby. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. It was gonna be like, how are we supposed to get that in the first place? But I also don't know why I'm decided to go right down there, because I think that's probably the long way to get over here, but yep, it's fine. It's too late now. At least we know there's another fire here. Oh, Louie's right over there. Okay, excuse me? What just made my picturing get lost? Was it a Wallywog that crushed the poor babies? I hope that's not the case, but I feel so bad now. Well, at least we can get more though. So I know where Louie is, but I really want to know what's going to be up here, because it's probably going to be another cave or something like that, at least more treasure. Ooh, firewood. Oh, right, okay. So this must be an onion then, because, well, it's probably going to give us extra Pikmin if I have to guess so, but there's only one way to really find out. I really like how Colin mentioned, like, how, questioning at least, how big the creatures were that were using this. Oh, it's another leafling. Although that cave looks like it's slightly different. It's grayed out, which is really interesting. Oh, okay, we need a yellow Pikmin for that. We can't get across here. Unless Ochi can climb across, which I don't think is going to be the case. Okay, now time to find out what happens with the... Oh, I said garlic. What just happened? The number of Pikmin we can't take didn't go up at all. Oh. Oh. Okay. I really like that. So I didn't think it was going to be more than 100, but sometimes you never know. It's Nintendo. They could have changed that completely. Also like how it's just 100 by default, simply just because, well, limitations on the GameCube. So now we're just gonna send all the Pikmin that aren't on Ochi, but also, well, we're gonna send the Pikmin that are on Ochi there, because there's 3 that are idolized. I don't know where they are, but now they're safe. So I just want to know how we're supposed to get on the other side. Like, maybe we're supposed to go on the grill, and maybe it's something like that we have to do with the sides, because we really want to get over to that dude. Oh, okay, now I see that there's this over here, so we have to do some fire to do that. But of course, now would not be the time because, well, we don't have enough time. That's okay, because I want to do some nighttime exploration, and I really like how this time, both of the Lumicles are actually really close to each other. Unlike the last one, which was, I don't remember where it was, but where we just saved all of our, it's like right there. Okay, well we got this jerk though, because it's gonna cause some issues for our little Pikmin. Yep. I mean, that works too. At least we could just spam our Pikmin and we can also fight with Ochi, but hopefully we don't need to do that. Get this activated because that's also going to make it a whole lot easier for us, a whole lot quicker too, and okay, let's hope we can get all the enemies here out of the way so that, well, we can get it done a lot quicker. I also don't know if they're going to go on multiple sides or not too, so I'm kind of scared about that. But I also really love doing the nighttime mode though. It's kind of interesting. It's too bad we can't just like explore it a whole lot more than like, we have the option to. Oh, there we go. So, yeah. I guess we'll find out whether they are going to go on the other side or not. Oh! Okay, they are. Sneaky little bugger. I don't even know if that was the one that had like the red glowing eyes or not though. But I like how it makes it a little bit more difficult. I like how they're all just going over here too. It's like you would think they would kind of just ignore those enemies, but like, no. So how do you guys feel about the nighttime mode? Because it feels like they could do like a little bit more than they actually did to it. Oh, it's too bad we can't just like throw them up there properly. Because I think we need to rock climb. Oh, okay, we don't need to rock climb up there. Never mind, that makes it a whole lot quicker. And also like how if you go nearby some of these caves, Yoda is just like, what are you doing? Like, don't do that. And that was a very easy nighttime mode. In fact, I think it was a lot easier than the last one, at least in my own opinion. It's also interesting how some of the enemies weren't ignoring the limit flow, because usually they would go to the trick mold, but not this time. But at least we get 2 Mountain Dews. At least we should have 2 Mountain Dews. Oh heck yeah, we did. So I guess it just merges into one, and I like how the Numiko actually is like, here, have some of this medicine thing that we could actually make. I also love the fact that we could just have a straight up full army of glow Pikmin down in caves if we so choose to do so. And we got Chewie, hometown Nixki, and Molly, hometown of Fukui. Oh, she looked really cute too. Now we go back to Strange Shores at nighttime again because we have 2 more Lumicles here and 2 more Leaflings that we also need to cure. So hopefully this one's going to be just as easy. That's also why I like to just split up and divide the glow Pikmin on the start here, because I think that's just like the best thing to do, especially when you got ones like this. This pile of like 15. But it also doesn't really hurt to just explore around. I love how you can actually see the little glow Pikmin just going out. But now we got ourselves some enemies incoming. I don't know where to from, yes. Don't know where from. But I also really like how this area is just completely like drained. No, it's not really drained, but quote unquote drained at nighttime. Oh, we got a blowhog, not a blowhog. I love these little squishy things. I don't remember what they're called though. But like, just look at it. It just like it has a squishy potato looking. I don't know why I said potato looking face. It's like a really squishy blobby face. I love it. It's also so much that we can actually get now in terms of like the stars and stuff like that. Okay, now here we go. That should be more than enough that we actually need in order to actually complete this. And I'm glad that we have trick molds nice and snugly close to the main one, because it will make it a little bit easier for us. And I love how there is like auto-targeting for this. It's like the one instance that I actually like about the targeting system in this game. Otherwise, it sucks. Even these ones just like turn into like... I like how even these ones just turn evil. Even though before it wasn't even the case. By evil, I mean they just turned more vicious. It's like, those little changes there is just kind of interesting to me. Oh, excuse me, you are attacking my Pikmin. Like, that's very rude of you, but it also makes sense, because they kind of need to eat too. But at the same time, I don't want to lose all our little Pikmin. Now to hope that this will affect both of them. Okay, thankfully it did. And, okay, so it seems like it's not going to be too bad. Now, I'm wondering how it's going to be like with the harder ones, because I do know those are probably going to be a whole lot more tricky, and that's probably where I will have to learn when to actually split up our Pikmin and Ochi in them. But that being said too, I do like how if you switch between Ochi and the main captain or the main character, whatever, that the glow Pikmin still go after like whichever one's active. And we got Santi of Nijo, and hey Zarkaz, I don't really know how to say that name, of Maxima. I like that planet name, Maxima. It just sounds really fun. And that completes our leaflings for now, because we still have plenty more to find. But I think for now, we shall leave it here. Got lots of people to talk to, so lots of material that we can actually get over here. Mission complete, and now I think it's the part where it's like, yeah, you should get like all these, whew, 300 Pikmin to bloom. That is a lot to go, but it's something that we can do. But yeah, anyways, I'll talk to all of these people between episodes and of course get more of the puppy drive up. Oh, and only one more leafling to cure to get his other one, which would have been really funny if we had done that right here. Wonder if there's going to be like 3 or other multiple Lumicos that we can actually get like later on a night expedition. But anyways, before I babble on more after just ending it, we're going to leave it here. So, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. So lap that subscribe button, say something down in the comments down below. Do what you do, and I will see you in the next video, which we might start with another shipwreck tale, or maybe we'll start back in the main story. We'll see. Either way, looking forward to it, and peace.